For this video, we're going to be looking at third angle orthogonal aligned drawings. I have lined up my page using my T-square and I've taped it down. You guys again will use the drawing tables at school. However, I don't have one of those at home. And also you'll have your title block drawn up and third angle orthogonal written across the bottom, and your third angle orthogonal symbol drawn up in this top corner. Yours will be ruled up properly. And so watch the third angle orthogonal symbol video as to how to achieve that. And Mrs. Christie will show you in person as well again. We are going to be having 3 views that are aligned. We're going to be using a 45-degree projection to achieve the alignment. We're going to be labeling and dimensioning using our arrowheads, which are enclosed arrowheads, because this drawing type is typically used with industrial design. There is a different type of drawing or arrowhead that it is used with environmental design, which will be looked at later in Unit 2. And we'll also be dimensioning using millimetres. So to start off with, you guys will be using, for your initial drawing, you'll be using some graph paper. Mrs. Christie will get you to do that freehand. She may get you to use rulers, but to start off with, that will be done. We'll also be looking at different line weights, such as if there is a thick continuous line. This denotes visible lines. If there is a thick dashed line, where the dashes are fairly even, these are for hidden lines, so there might be something that's hidden underneath. Maybe it's a hollow part in a block of some sort. Or a thin continuous line, so nice and light, is for dimensioning. And a thin chain line, like this, so different line weights, is used for a centre axis line, such as we saw over here with the third angle orthogonal symbol to show us that it's a circle. We use that over here. To start off with, we generally start with the front view. So there are 3 different views that we're drawing. We're drawing an object from the front, the top, and the side view. And the easiest way to remember which view goes where is the front is the beginning one, and then the top goes on top, and then the side view goes on the side. Okay, so to start off with, I'm just going to start over here, which is about 40 or 50 millimeters in and up. It's a good spot to start. Okay, I'm just going to draw a simple cube. Okay, I'm going to use a set square to do this. Okay, so all vertical lines are drawn using a set square. I'm actually going to do a light construction line that goes all the way up, and then I'm going to darken that in to the height of my box. So I'm going to light construction line that goes all the way up. So see how that's a bit lighter up here than it is down here? Okay, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to darken that line in, and I'm going to, it was a little bit further than I wanted to go, darken in my line across here. So this is my front view, and then I'm going to project this line across like we have up here, and we're projecting this line also across. Okay, and this would be, this is my front view, so I'm just going to draw a light construction line. Now we always write in capitals and we centre our writing. Okay, so I'm going to write front view. To start off with. Okay, and now I'm going to go up here. Actually, I'm going to get my 45-degree set square, and I'm going to go from this top corner, and I'm going to draw a light construction line. Oops, a bit wobbly, up that way. Okay, so with a 45-degree set square, I could have had it this way or this way. Okay, doesn't really matter. All right, so now I'm going to draw my top view. I haven't really decided what this object is. This is going to be my, I'm going to project that across too. Light construction line. And light construction line. Okay, so that line goes all the way up to here. Okay, I'm going to get my set square again, and I'm going to line it up where it intersects. Okay, so I've just put my pencil right on that point. Okay, and I'm ruling down light construction line. And then I'm going to darken in between here because we're actually doing our top view and our side view. So I haven't had to measure much. If it was a complicated drawing, it saves you having to measure a lot as well. So I'm going to project this one down, and then I'm going to darken that one in. Okay, and I can come back and darken this in as well. Okay, so remember, our darkened in lines are these thick continuous line, which are our visible lines. So they're the edge of the object. So there should be no need to erase the light construction lines. Oops, I've already done that one. I'm going to move this one away, and then I'll darken these in. Now remember, we're rolling our pencil as we do this. Takes a little bit of practice. Okay, so now I can say that this is the dimension for this lettering should be 5 millimeters as well. Top view. You'll notice we're calling them views and not elevations. When you get to environmental design, you'll be calling them front, side, elevation, and plan. Okay, so this is our side view. This is not the type of drawing that you would give to a client. This is the type of drawing you would take to a manufacturer. Okay, so our drawings are used for different purposes as well. Okay, so currently we don't have a thin continuous line for our dimensioning. We don't have a hidden line, and we don't have a thin chain line. So I'm actually going to put, again, I don't have the circle tool with me, but I'm going to put on my front view, I'm going to put a circle in the center here. Okay, so I'm going to put a circle, sorry about my wobbly circle. Okay, and this circle, we don't know just by looking at that front view. We don't know what's happening here. So we need to look at another view. So Mr. Manufacturer, you need to look at another view because something is happening. So I'm going to light construction line up to here, and the same across to here because something's actually happening there. You don't know what's happening there yet. Okay, this is actually, I'm going to do a dashed line here and a dashed line here. This says, excuse me, there's something happening underneath here, look at another view. Okay, and this is going to tell us the same when we look at it from the side. This tells us that this goes all the way through the object. It is actually a hollow hole within here. But it's a circle, so I'm missing something. Okay, I'm missing the chain line to tell us that it's a circle. Remember, our chain line needs to extend beyond the actual object. Okay, so I'll just put that there. I'm guessing you would measure it. Okay, so I'm going to extend this beyond. I'm going to start there because I like to be neat. Okay, extending beyond. Excuse me, this is a circle. Everyone happy that this is a circle? Beyond our object and beyond our object. Okay, so now we know this is a circle and it is chopping all the way through the center. It's punching through the center of there. Okay, so now to our leave that still. To our dimensioning. Generally speaking, we have dimensioning over on this side and up here. We don't need to put dimensioning on here because the information will be told on these other two views. Okay, so we will do some basic dimensioning. I'm just continuing our light construction lines out to here, and I don't need to up there. Okay, so from here to here, and they do need to be coloured in, they're filled in. Okay, I'm just going to guess that that's 40 millimetres. Okay, and for this one here, some basic dimensioning. You'll learn more detail about this in future tasks. I'm going to guess 20 millimetres. You'll actually measure yours. Mrs. Christie will give you an exact amount. And I'm going to put up here. Mm, 60 millimetres. Okay, so we've got some basic dimensioning in, and for the task that Mrs. Christie is getting you to do, that's what you'll need to include. So we have our 3 views: 1, our front view; 2, our top view; 3, our side view. Again, our top is on top, our side is on side. We have those, we can do a tick. We have our 45-degree projection. Yep, we'll use that. We have our labels, and that they are centered, and that they are in capitals, and that they're 5 millimeters. So centered, caps, 5 millimeters. And we have our dimensions using our arrowheads and millimeters over here. Excellent.